What it do, man? It's your boy Josh, and I'm about to talk about how my life has shifted, bro. This is gonna be a king making video. I promise you. Just stick with me. Recently, I got a mentor. As y'all know, I go to tech companies. Y'all saw a day in my life. Y'all saw Shorty I work with, the office that I'm in. I go to tech companies and I talk to people all day. Well, I used to be at a private equity firm. Now I want to do technical sales. So I talk to people. I ask them questions. I pick their brain. Have regular convos with them. All of the above, right? I did that. And one dude gave me his number. He said, "Look, bro, seem like you're a smart dude. Hit me up." And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm thinking like, dang, this dude is older than me. Maybe he gonna be like a mentor or something. But I never had a mentor. I mean, probably since high school, like 10th grade. And I only had that for like one semester until he got caught dealing with one of the cheerleaders, which was crazy, by the way. I didn't know what to say, so I waited like a week. And I just finally said, hey, what's up? Chatted a little bit, hit him up, told him the situation. I never had a mentor, don't know what to ask, like, where do we even start? He was like, look, let's link up, let's meet in person, let's talk for a little bit. I said, okay, cool. And that's exactly what we did. He invited me out. We had a night on the town, bro. It was cool. And that whole time I was being inspired and I was talking and we was chatting, and I got some key takeaways from the whole situation. Now I'm gonna share with y'all today, bro. I'm gonna share it. Number one, the company you keep is probably the most important thing. And the reason I say that is because you're gonna have to cut people off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I cut off my female best friend because it was a drain on me, bro. Like, people are just like, oh, no, like, they try to excuse her presence with me.
Oh, no, that's your friend. Oh, no, y'all known each other for so long.
The reality is, things turn toxic and can turn toxic. And for me, it was just clouding my mind because I just get bombarded with issues. And I started realizing that this person just loves drama. They love chaos. They think they're a good person because they're a doormat to the chaos. People come in the house and they wipe their feet on her, and she wants people to feel bad for her. But you don't have to be a doormat. You don't have to date the people that you date. You don't have to be friends with the people that you're currently friends with. You don't have to do any of it. So with that being said, I had to cut her off because it just wasn't beneficial for me. When I look at my other friends, they hold themselves accountable. They put themselves in better positions. They do all of that stuff. And I don't have to worry about it because they take care of their own stuff, bro. Like, they just literally take care of their own stuff. If they need advice and they need guidance, I got them. I'll help them as much as possible. But when I start seeing that a person ain't trying to help themselves at all, and all they want to do is complain, and dump that on me, bro, this is not a landfill. I can't just take in garbage all day. That's not what I'm built for. Like, I can pour in other people, but like, this is not a sewage line. And that's how I feel about that situation. So that's the first thing that I got. Number two, it's just to lock in. And what do I mean by locking in? I mean, like, thinking about yourself for real. Because I think about myself, and bro, I ain't gonna lie, I spent a lot of time in college trying to do stuff that it just wasn't natural for me. You know what I'm saying? I was fighting against the grain for so long, bro. I mean, years of fighting against the grain, years of doing stuff that is not natural to me. I went to school for computer science for like 3 years.
Oh my god!
I had enough credits that I was passing, but I just couldn't get past the math. And I started realizing, like, bro, I'm just not no mathematical dude. And that's the reality of the situation. But when we talk business comes so natural to me that I felt like it had no value. And the reality is, the stuff that you're good at is always going to have value, because once you master it, you're just going to excel even further, bro. You got to think about it, dog. We really solo leveling right now. In the anime, no spoiler, but he was indexing in strength, you know what I'm saying? And then he determined his class, and then he realized, oh, I need to be putting more points in intellect, actually, so I can increase my mana pool. And that got to be y'all, bro. Like, I was over here indexing in strength, and really I'm a dex build, or I'm an intellect build. And that's just the reality. Like, bro, I can't even use the tools that I have because I haven't put the correct points in the correct spots. I'm trying to do something that just naturally I'm not good at. Once I let that go and actually start doing business stuff, I started to excel easily. And it was crazy because my boy Sean Taylor, check his channel out, Brandman Sean, Brandman Network, but he told me like 6-7 years ago, yo, Josh, you should be an SDR. And I was just like, nah, bro, like, I'm cool on it. You know, I'm going to do my own thing. You know, he was like, well, I really feel like you'd be good at it if you tried it out. And then lo and behold, 7 years later, I tried out and I actually crushed it. I could have been doing this a long time ago had I not been fighting myself, bro. You're going to be your biggest enemy, and that's why you need to lock in. Figure out what it is that you're good at, and it's going to be natural to you. And then double down on that stuff, bro. Triple down on it, because masters of their craft always meet at the same place. I got that from Demon Slayer. But it's true. Masters of their craft will always end up meeting at the same place. So if you're a master chef, you're always going to be meeting at the same place that, say, a tech guy will be meeting at. Because you're good at what you do. And if you're good at what you do, you're going to make some money from it. So lock the fuck in. For real. Lock in, bro. Third thing I learned. Perspective. And it's crazy. And I think this is probably why you need somebody outside of you that is probably like doing what you want to do. Because the reality is, bro, I'm 33, and honestly, I can't see the forest from the trees for myself all the time. But for somebody that's higher than me, I'm talking vertically, and they're talking vertically, not horizontally. Like my whole life, I've always talked horizontally with my friends, so we all pretty much been in a similar or same level. But for somebody that's past us, it's cool to talk to them because they can see your forest from your trees. They can see the path that you need to take. You know, and some of y'all figure it out, and that's good. And I figured it out to a certain extent too. You feel me? Like, I wasn't just like poor or nothing like that. But at the same time, how do you take that next step? How do you take that leap? You have to find somebody that can show you your forest from your trees. And that's just the reality of the situation. It's so much easier to see the path when you looking above the forest versus looking between these trees and trying to figure it out yourself. Now, if you don't have access to that, I can be your resource, and that's what I'm going to put on this channel. The stuff that I learned, the stuff that I come across, I'm going to make sure that I share it with y'all, bro. Because it's going to really take you to that next level, and y'all going to see me be on the next level on this channel. Y'all really are. And that's just what it is. So that's why the mentorship is important. You feel me? That's why it's important. They can see your forest from your trees. Number 5. What is this, number 4? I can't remember. I'm going to say number 4. Number 4. You got to work harder than you working, bro. And that's just the reality of the situation. You have to work harder than you're working. And you have to work on like multiple things, bro. This is not new. You know, I'm not reinventing the wheel with this situation. But the reality is, bro, you have to work in a way that, like, you have your main job and maybe you can have a second job. And then you have like a passion project or something. So for me, it's like my main job is sales. And then I do this content on the side. And then maybe I'm going to start a clothing line in the future. Or maybe I'll start reselling stuff because, you know, I like that Yeezy stuff, bro. Maybe I'll just start reselling. But the reality of the situation is, bro, you have to figure out a way where you can dictate the money, you can control the money, and it's not up to nobody else. It ain't gonna be up to no layoffs. It ain't gonna be up to no bitch ass manager. It ain't gonna be up to nobody but you. No admissions, no GPA stuff. You need to figure that out for yourself, bro. And just try to do one thing where it's like you can take your main skill. So for me, mine's just talking in sales, and then I can just apply that to something else. Like, what can I apply it to that it don't depend on nobody else? And that's making content. You feel me? Like, I can just make content and talk and yap, because that's what I like to do, talk and yap, bro. And specifically to people that have similar interests to me. So I could talk about Japan, bro. I could talk about dating in Atlanta. I could talk about getting a corporate job and all that other stuff. And at the same time, I got the background of a street dude. I could talk about all of that stuff with y'all. and give y'all like insight into how I've been living. But bro, it's struggle, and struggle there's connection, you know. But with that being said, you need to be grinding, because the grind is going to be a struggle. And if you can meet more people while you're out doing stuff and struggling, you're going to have stronger connections. And I promise you, things will start moving way quicker than you ever could imagine. Because that's what happened in my situation. I never would have thought that I would have been laid off from making like 75, 80K a year to working at a catering company part-time. And then I didn't like any of that situation. And I end up getting a mentor out of the situation, which is crazy. Like, what are the odds that I would meet somebody with a similar background to me that's making way more than I made, that I could talk to vertically, and be in a situation like this, be in a prime position to win? And so that's the thing, bro. Y'all got to put yourselves in position to win, bro. So with that being said, that's really my key takeaways, you know. I hope y'all got something for this from this video. I mean, I didn't write none of this down. I'm pretty much ad-libbing everything right now. So if you did, please comment below. I want to hear y'all stories. You know, how did you level up? Like in my last video, a dude said he was an E4. I ain't even know what that is, but now he making 200K a year. I want to see how y'all leveled up, bro. And have y'all been fighting yourselves like I have for so long, bro? Let me know. But until next time, bro, I'll see y'all boys.